Okay, hello everybody. Hello, and welcome. How is everyone today? Welcome to Tuesday, May 8th, 2018's gameplay stream. Only one today. Had a quick change in schedule yesterday. No second stream tonight. But no worries, there will be many double streams this week. I will explain in just a moment what you guys can expect for the rest of this week. Today's a very special day because we are starting up Dead Space 2. A retro replay playthrough. A playthrough of a game that I played way back when it was the new release in 2011. And I have never played it again since then. In my opinion, Dead Space 2, the best game in the Dead Space trilogy. Many improvements upon the original game. And it was before the game went full-on co-op for Part 3, which made it a lot less scary, in my opinion. Pretty much has the best story, I think, of all of the Dead Space games. A wide variety of enemies, weapons. It's a pretty great game. Back when I played this originally, I was not doing direct capture. I was not live streaming. I did not have a good, studio quality setup for audio. I was not using face cam. So there's many differences that you guys are going to see between this playthrough and the original playthrough way back when, okay? So that being said, I'm pretty excited to replay Dead Space 2. This is honestly a game that I've wanted to, for years, go back and replay. And I was just waiting for the right time, and being that this is my 10th anniversary as a video game content creator for the internet, I figured this is a great opportunity for me to go back and play the game. In particular, this week, okay, there's not a lot going on in regards to new releases. There's almost no new releases. I mean, I'm sure there are some. I'm sure there's some indie games or something that I'm not interested in that's coming out this week. But for the most part, there's nothing really going on in the realm of gaming. No, sorry, adding Thanos to Fortnite, a game that I already hate, does not make it anything interesting or fun. It just makes it basically a cheap cash-in to get kids to play the game. So, that being said, this is pretty much the perfect time for me to jump back into a retro playthrough, one of my favorite playthroughs that I've done over the years, and to experience it, from the ground up. Now, the thing is, I remember certain things about the game. A few things. I don't remember tons. Like, I remember certain parts of the game, but not all of it. So I'm sure there's going to be certain parts that I'm like, oh, I remember this, and there's other parts I'm going to be like, holy shit, what is that, So it should be pretty fun. So, I'm excited for it. Now, a few things that I want to say before we get started. First of all, I am not going to play this on the standard difficulty. I already beat it on the standard difficulty, right? And the bottom line is I already know the story. Like, I already know the whole story of the game. So it's not like, oh, I have to be looking for every single audio log or whatever. Instead, I want to have it a little bit more challenging. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on a harder difficulty. Now, from what I'm going to understand, there are several different difficulties in the game. Now, I was thinking of doing the hardest one. However, someone told me, do not do that. I would ruin the playthrough. Because if you play it on the hardest difficulty, you can only save 3 times. Now, that sucks. That really sucks. Reason being, as you guys know, my format is I stream roughly around 4 hours of gameplay at a time. And the fact that the game is around 12 to 15 hours long, okay, I doubt I'm going to be able to beat it in, say, just 3 sessions with 3 save files. You know what I mean? So that being said, no, I cannot play it on the absolute hardest difficulty because that's not, it basically doesn't, it doesn't jive with my playstyle. It would be one thing if I was doing a 10-hour stream today, and then it wouldn't matter if I'm only saving once because I could just keep replaying it, but I can't do that, okay? So that's number one. So what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to do the next hardest. So whatever the next to last hardest difficulty is, which I believe is called Zealot. So I think I'm going to play it on that difficulty, alright? Which definitely means the enemies are going to have more health, probably deal more damage, maybe ammo will be scarcer. Okay. I guess we'll have to find out. But it's going to be very challenging for sure. It's definitely going to be something different. I usually don't play games on harder difficulties, but being that I've already played this one back in the day, and I know it's not a long game, I've decided to challenge myself with this run this week, okay? So there you go. So it should be more challenging. Hopefully you guys will like this run better because it will be more challenging, alright? Number 2, since I've already played this game, I am going to have the cheering and subscriber and tip leaderboards up for the entirety of the playthrough. As you guys can see, it's already at the top of the screen. So that means if you subscribe to the channel, if you cheer with bits, or if you tip me during this playthrough, chances are you're going to get, you know, a shout out and also some on-screen credit for your contributions. I've noticed that when I use this leaderboard, it really does entice people to participate, which is great. Obviously, you guys get recognition and it helps me out too. However, as you guys know, I do not use this leaderboard for new playthroughs, and I'm not planning on using this leaderboard for any new game playthroughs, alright? So, moving forward, don't worry. When I'm playing new games coming out, like State of Decay 2, or Detroit Become Human, etc., you're not going to see it. But for, you know, throwback playthroughs, old school games, etc., yes, you are going to see it, so it will be up for the course of this playthrough, alright? So, there you go. So there you go, guys. That's the deal with Dead Space 2. I'm excited. You know, starting today, it'll continue Thursday, and then this weekend, and I'm hoping to wrap it up before I take my time off next week, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. Alright, so now, let's talk a little bit about the schedule for this week. Alright, so you guys know exactly what's going on. Tonight, no second stream. Something came up tonight, and really I was like, well, the truth of the matter was, looking at all the time I had to stream this week before my time off next week, there was one nighttime stream. I had no idea what it was going to be, and I was originally thinking, gee, maybe I'll do Ultra Street Fighter 2. But I'm already doing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on Friday. So I said, you know what? I'm just going to take one nighttime stream this week to get the stuff done I need to get done, and therefore it will not be a lingering thing that I need to try to cram in somewhere. Let me just do it now. And so tonight, there is no second stream, guys, and I apologize for that, but there will be double streams for the next 4 days to make up for it, okay? So, Wednesday, tomorrow, my first gameplay stream will be the conclusion of the Dark Souls Redemption Run playthrough. I am now in the final Chalice dungeon, thanks to the help of some awesome cooperative partners who helped me through the grinding garbage of the Chalice dungeons yesterday. And I'm ready to take it on head first, legitimately. So tomorrow, I will be taking on the final Chalice dungeon by myself, attempting to get through it and get to the Queen of Yharnam. Alright, I'm hoping I can complete this. It would be pretty awesome if I could do it on my own, and then once I'm done with that, I could go and finish the game, and that'll be it for the Redemption Run. We'll now have seen all the content, 100% of the meaningful content of Bloodborne as of tomorrow. Should be pretty good. Alright. Did I say Dark Souls? I meant Bloodborne. Sorry about that. Always get the two confused. The Bloodborne Redemption Run is, of course, what I'm talking about. Alright, so that's tomorrow. The conclusion of the Bloodborne Redemption Run on stream tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Yakuza 6. Resuming that playthrough. A couple hours of that. More chill, of course. Thursday will be the continuation of Dead Space 2. Right here on stream. And then Thursday night will be Yakuza 6. Friday, the return of Ultra Street Fighter 2. As I've told you guys, I am going to play that game about once a week until the release of the Anniversary Collection to stay, basically, to not get rusty. To make myself, you know, familiar with the classic gameplay. So when the collection comes out, I can, boom, jump right into it, hit the ground running, rather than start and be all rusty and everything. Okay? So, yes, I will be doing Ultra Street Fighter 2 on Friday, and then Friday night, the return of PUBG, another PUBG stream for you guys. Last night's PUBG stream was quite good, but I really think it was good because we were playing the new map, considering the fact that the test map is on and off, on and off. I don't know what's going to happen this Friday. I guess we'll see. If they turn it back on, great. If not, I guess we're doing the original map. What can you do? Right? Alright. Saturday, more Dead Space 2. Saturday night's stream, I'm leaving wide open. I don't know what I'm streaming Saturday night, and I'm purposely doing that just to see if I have something I feel like playing, you know, just for the hell of it, I'll play it. If maybe I haven't wrapped up Bloodborne for some reason on Thursday, maybe I couldn't get through the Chalice dungeons, maybe I can finish it up Saturday night. Alright, we'll see. And then Sunday, what I'm hoping is I can finish my Dead Space 2 playthrough on Sunday, wrap it up, and that will be it. That will get me done with all the stuff I'm currently doing in time for my time away, which will be starting that Monday the 14th of May, and the 15th and the 16th. 3 straight days. I will not be live streaming. What I've done is I've taken my 2 days that I normally have off during the weekends and combined them with an extra day to have 3 straight days where I can spend time with my girl, do stuff around the house, basically take time to you know, have some meaningful time with her and just relax, recuperate, rejuvenate, try to get myself back into a nice fighting form. Because when I come back from my time away, we've got pretty much non-stop new releases in games such as State of Decay 2, H1Z1, Detroit Become Human, the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, Vampire, among others, plus E3. So with all that right around the corner, now is the time for me to, you know, take a few days to recuperate, relax, and, you know, have some fun with my girl until I come back full power for all the new stuff the second half of May, okay? All right. So there you go, guys. There is the rough schedule. I certainly hope that you guys are excited for all this. Another 6 straight days of streaming before I take my time away. You know, so should be pretty good. All right. So that being said, my friends, what else is going on? Well, I do want to mention, obviously, the subscriber goal that we have here for the channel with 6 days left to hit it. And you might be saying, but wait a minute, Phil. You know, it's May, and the month of May has many, many days, you know, 31 days. Why are you saying there's only 6 days left to hit the subscriber goal for the month? Well, the subscriber goal for the month is 475 subscribers at once. If we hit that at any point during the month, I'm going to be doing a first-time ever special celebratory event. I'm calling it the Street Fighter Anniversary Master Challenge Run, a 7 to 8 hour gameplay marathon where I'll be attempting to beat all of the arcade modes of Street Fighter, the original Street Fighter 2, all the way through Street Fighter 3 Third Strike on the hardest difficulty in one sitting right here on stream. Okay, it will be a daunting task full of salt and rage, I'm sure, and I really want to do it. However, we have to hit the sub goal of hitting 475 subs at once in order to, you know, do it. Now, here's the thing. Right now, we're at 439 subscribers. Not bad. You know, we're 36 away. That's not horrible. And, you know, saying, oh, well, Phil, if you can just get a few new subscribers a day, you could definitely hit that by the end of the month. This is true. However, all right, however, last month, when I started the Bloodborne Redemption run, someone was so excited to see me play Bloodborne again. They literally came into the stream one day and gifted between 20 to 30 subscriptions. They just went absolutely insane gifting subs because they were so excited for this Bloodborne run. That being said, those gifted subs are not going to auto-renew. So what's going to happen is I'm going to go away for my time away next week. I'm going to come back, and all those gifted subs will have expired, and our total is going to dump, you know, 20 to 30 total subs, if not more, during that period of time. So, if, you know, okay, we're at 450, 460 subs when I go on break. I'm going to come back to like 420. Now, before you all blaze it in celebration of 420, it's not a good thing. You know, we're trying to hit 475, all right? So, basically what I'm trying to tell you guys is very simple. If you want to see this event happen, all right, our best chance of hitting the subscriber goal would be if you subscribe as soon as possible. The more people who sub right now, the better, because if we can hit that goal before I go on time away next week, chances are, boom, we're good, right? We're in the clear. We're going to do the event no matter what. Even if the subs dip during the break, it doesn't matter. All we need to do is hit the number, and we've officially qualified for the event, all right? I don't care after that if the subs then dip. But that's what I'm nervous about. That's what I'm really nervous about is, you know, people will kind of be complacent. Oh, I'll sub later this month when all the new games are out. Great, but once all those gift subs expire, there's really, you know, very slim chance we're going to get enough subs to make up for it and hit the gifted sub, or hit the total sub goal of 475. So, you know, the sooner the better. The sooner the better, guys. Please consider subbing. What do you get for subbing? Number 1, you get access to all of my emotes in the stream chat. Number 2, you get a cool chat crown, or sub crown subscriber chat badge that changes color depending on how long of an ongoing supporter you are. And you don't have to watch advertisements. When I run ad breaks during my streams, which I typically at least do one, you don't have to watch them. All right. So there you go. All right, guys. So I got that out of the way. Let's go ahead and do the plug segment. Then we'll move on to shout-outs for people who've cheered, subbed, and tipped on the stream. I'm going to update the leaderboard because already we got a few people contributing, so I need to update the leaderboard. All right. And that's really it. And then we'll get started with Dead Space 2. Sound good? I'm excited because I remember I really like this game. And the fact that I know it's going to be a lot more challenging on a harder difficulty. By the way, I get to play on Xbox One. It is backwards compatible. Almost all major Xbox 360 releases have become backwards compatible at this point. So pretty much moving forward, I never have to use my Xbox 360 ever again, which I guess is a good thing because, you know, old hardware tends to not be as reliable, and my Xbox One almost gets no use. So this actually is a reason for me to boot my Xbox One up, which is kind of cool. So... Okay. Alright, guys, so, some quick plugs. Thank you guys very much for your support. Thank you for allowing me to do what I love for a living. Thank you for watching my live streams, for watching my videos on YouTube, for everything, okay? I really do appreciate 10 years I've been a content creator. 8 years I've done this for a job. I love doing it. I would never give it up if I possibly, you know, could help it. And I want to say thank you very much. Now, if you love my daily live streams and videos and you want to see them continue, you want me to continue to be able to be a full-time content creator and put out free and entertaining gameplay for you guys on a consistent basis, there's many ways you can go above and beyond just being a standard stream viewer or video watcher on YouTube. Allow me to explain, all right? The first is Patreon, which you can check out over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. If you pledge to my Patreon monthly campaign, you are directly aiding me in affording the cost of operating the business, including the cost of games, cost of equipment, cost of internet and electricity, etc. All right? It helps a lot. In addition, you earn yourself cool personal perks that, you know, get you really cool things. For example, getting text or verbal thank yous in my YouTube videos, getting premium forum access so you can nominate and vote on games for events. Right now, in particular, people who had pledged to my Patreon in April are nominating games for the upcoming Patron's Choice playthrough. Pretty neat, okay? And by the way, I should mention, I took a look at it. Man, there are some crazy amounts of variety of the games that have been nominated. I mean, I'm not even kidding you. Like 10 people already have posted up. I think only one game was nominated twice. And every person nominated like 5 games. So we're talking like there's a ridiculous amount of games in the running so far. I'd be very interested to see what else people nominate, you know, over time, being that I just put it up on Sunday. So, all right. So anyway, also you can get the ability to get your questions answered on my bi-monthly Q&A show, or even get a private Q&A video made for yourself. All this stuff is great perks, great quality stuff. All right. So please check it out over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. All the details are there, and I definitely appreciate all of your contributions. Thank you guys very much. Please consider pledging if you have not. It's a great way not only to help me out, but also to get something back for your contributions. All right. Number 2, Teespring, my Teespring shop, where you can buy shirts, stickers, mugs, hoodies, all kinds of fun stuff. I personally, actually today, I should show you guys. That is the wrong thing that I just clicked. Today, folks, I'm actually wearing one of my Teespring shirts. It's the King Skull design. One of my favorites. One of the first ones that came out last year. And I ordered the shirt right away. In fact, I got the shirt and the mug of the same design. All right, pretty cool. Available right now over on my Teespring shop. Told you I own a bunch of the merch. I bought it myself because it's great quality stuff, and I personally attest to the quality, owning so much of it myself. And you know, it's a cool collectible for you. Anything you buy from my Teespring shop helps me out with a commission. So thank you guys very much. Give it a look over there, all right? And thank you to anyone who buys anything from the shop for your support. Okay. All right, guys. So certainly last but not least, if you guys are here live on the stream, because I do realize that a lot of you watch this video on demand on YouTube. You know, some people do watch the pre-stream on YouTube. But if you're here live on stream, all right, and you're enjoying yourself, you're like, wow, this is cool. Phil's doing a throwback retro replay, you know, back to his roots, his history, and it's cool to see him, you know, kind of pull out of that and, you know, and go back after 10 years and re-experience games that he really loved and doing them now at a harder difficulty. This is really cool that Phil's evolved to the point now where he's challenging himself and doing fun stuff, right? If you're enjoying yourself today and you want to get a shout out during the stream, in particular, I think getting shout outs during survival horror streams are some of the best because they could really take the edge off, right? If you cheer with bits, if you subscribe to the channel or if you tip me, you'll get a shout out during the course of today's stream, all right? Now, there are a few very quick criteria that I want to cover to basically kind of ensure that you're going to get a shout out. Number one, please be as concise and short-worded as possible. And when I say that, I mean don't try to cheer or, you know, tip me with a giant paragraph message. Chances are the longer the message, the less likely I'm to read the whole thing, especially if I'm in the middle of heated gameplay or whatever. See what I mean? You know, it's a stream. It's an interactive gameplay stream. It's hard to read ginormous messages when I'm in the middle of gameplay, especially survival horror. Any turn I could die instantly, right? So that's number one. Number two, please be positive. And what I mean by that is no insults, no bringing up of negative content, detractors, people. Oh, Phil, did you hear this YouTuber just insulted you in a video? Phil, this guy is restreaming your content. Phil, this guy. I don't care. That's not what this stream is about. This stream is about fun gameplay, me sharing my positive gameplay experiences with you guys on a daily basis, and us interacting and having fun, period. This is not the place to propagate drama. I don't care about it. I want it nowhere on my streams. So please do not try to get those as shout-out messages. I will not read them, all right? It's up to me. It's a subjective decision what I do read and what I don't read on stream, all right? So just understand that up front. But if you follow the criteria, chances are you will get a nice positive shout-out. And by the way, I should say the vast majority of people who do cheer, sub, and tip to get shout-outs get it. And we have a great time here on stream every single day. There's always a couple of bad apples, but for the most part, things go swimmingly, okay? There you go. All right. Now, if you would, in addition to just the shout-out, also if you would like an on-screen notification as a thank you for your contributions, all right? There's 3 ways you could do that. Either cheer 50 bits or more, okay? Subscribe to the channel and wait a few minutes for the share button to show up and then click on the share button, all right? And then last but certainly not least, tipping me $5 or more. If you do any of those 3 things, all right, you will get an on-screen thank you pop-up notification designed by longtime viewer, fan, and chat moderator Popsicolo. Shout out to him for making those for us. Very nice. They definitely add to the streams. So, great quality stuff, all right? And, yeah, so it's basically visual and verbal recognition for your contributions if you do those 3 things, all right? So, pretty neat. So, I already mentioned subscribing and how important it is to try to hit the subs goal. The last thing I'll mention before we get to shout-outs is tipping. Because a lot of people are wondering, you know, Phil, you know, I know how to cheer and sub. I do that through Twitch, but how do I tip? And in particular, is tipping different from cheering and subbing? Because I don't really understand the difference or why there's even a difference between them. The bottom line is, guys, right now, if you really want to help me the most you possibly can, please tip me. And the reason I say that is because right now my finances are incredibly tight. I'm in a situation where, because I paid my federal taxes last month, all of the kind of extra little bit of income that I might have had in my bank account is gone. And I'm very nervous that in the next 3 days, I've got like a bunch of bills that clear, but I don't get paid from Curse and Twitch, which are, you know, my 2 basically income methods, for about another 3 to 4 days. So I'm really biting my nails here, hoping I don't overdraft my bank account paying these freaking bills this month, all right? Any tips that you guys contribute now, you know, moving forward, I get those right away, and I can put those directly into my bank account to help with this issue. So if you tip me today, by the end of today's stream, I'm going to be depositing that right into my bank, and hopefully it helps to cover the bills, all right? I've been doing this, no lie, every day when people tip me. I've been putting the money right into my bank account, and so far, so good, but I'm really nervous, okay? So tipping me helps me the most. So how do you tip? Well, there's 2 different methods. If you're currently watching the live stream on my Twitch channel page, you can scroll down below the stream. And if you look below the stream, you'll see a grid of information. There's a button there that says tip jar. And if you click on the tip jar button, it will take you to my tips page where you can either leave an anonymous tip or you can leave your name and a message if you'd like to get one of those aforementioned shout outs here on the stream today. Okay? Now, if you don't see any grid of information, it's probably because you're on a mobile device and mobile devices don't display that. Instead, as an alternative, you can type !tip into the stream chat. And if you do that, it'll bring up a link in the stream chat that you can click on. That, in turn, will also directly take you to my tips page where you can leave a tip. And again, you can leave a message or anonymously leave that tip. So please, guys, you want to help me out the absolute most, please tip me. That's how it's going to help the most right now. Although I am still appreciative of cheers and subs. And as you know, we are pushing towards the sub goal. Tipping right now is the way to go. All right. Now let's do some shout outs because I want to update these leaderboards. These leaderboards need to be updated. We've got people cheering, subbing, and tipping here. So let's get this done. All right. All right. So scroll down here. First of all, I want to say thank you to those of you who keep me in mind overnight. And what I mean by that is there are a lot of people who, even though I don't stream 24/7, even though I don't have an opportunity to, stream overnight, which a lot of people seem to think is great. I don't know why people want to see me stream overnight because my European audience is basically asleep. So I don't know why that would be beneficial. But a lot of people say, oh, streaming late night is better. I don't know. My schedule, I recently adjusted it in April, and so far so good. People seem to really like the positive schedule adjustment of me streaming earlier, okay? But anyway, there's a group of people who keep me in mind even when I'm not live streaming, which is pretty damned awesome. So thank you to those of you who cheer, sub, and tip when I'm not even live. Here's a few shout-outs. We got one from Anti-Detractor and another one from Anti-Detractor. This one was actually a 300-bit cheer. Now, I'm going to be honest. He says, here's 300 bits to trigger detractors. That was cool. However, then he brings up a particular detractor, and quite sadly, I just don't want to give this guy any attention, so I'm not going to read the rest of that cheer. But I will read the final message where he says, keep up the great streams, DSP. So thank you very much for that positive message, Anti-Detractor, and for the 300-bit cheer. But I'm not going to address individual guys and give them attention that they want, so there you go. Golden Colts also did a 100-bit cheer overnight, so shout out to Golden Colts, and thank you very much for that. Okay. Now, on to people who cheered, subbed, and tipped during this particular stream. Let's do it. So we have Sidella434, cheered 101 bits. And he says, Dead Space 2 is the best one in my opinion. Watching you play it will make me want to play it. I hope you'll have fun at playing it for the second time. So Sidella is currently the cheerleader. Let's go ahead and update the leaderboard with his information. Thank you very much, Sidella, for the cheer. And a nice positive message. I agree. I think I'm really going to enjoy playing this game. It's going to be tough, no lie. It is going to be at harder difficulty, so I know I'm going to die a bunch. At the same time, I think that I'm going to enjoy it because it's going to be a retro throwback. And quite frankly, recently with the games I've been playing, I mean, Bloodborne and God of War beating all the freaking Valkyrie bosses and everything, I've been challenging myself quite a lot recently in games. And the fact I've already played this one, I think going back and playing it at the harder difficulty makes sense. So it should be a fun run. Shout out to your boy Thump, who cheered 50 bits and said Dead Space 2 hype. Very nice. Then we had a cheer from You Big Nosed Freak, and he said a bunch of racist stuff that I'm not going to read. So thanks for the cheer, but no thanks. I'm not taking the bait. Whatever. Tantamounter did a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, Tantamounter, for the 100-bit cheer. Apex Watches did a 25-bit cheer. He said, did you hear that the Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection will have a training mode for all the games? No, I didn't, but that's great. That's great because that means that, for example, when I'm playing a game like Super Turbo or Third Strike or even Alpha, which to some extent the Alpha game, Alpha 3, which is the game that's, you can play online, I'm not very great at least I'll have an opportunity to mess with certain characters in training mode and try to learn their stuff. Plus, like I said with Super Turbo, that's a game I have so much knowledge of that I could go in the lab in training mode and teach you guys a ton of shit about all the characters and matchups and stuff. So definitely it's going to be very beneficial, and that is awesome to hear that they're doing that. I really hope they're putting in a lot of effort into this collection. It's only once you get a 30th anniversary at anything. Street Fighter has an amazing legacy. The game deserves, respect, and especially the fact that these are the classics that people grew up with. I hope that this collection is great. I'm looking forward very positively to this collection, so good stuff. All right, shout out to Ratio91 who tipped me $5. Ratio91, thank you for the tip. You are the top tipper for the day. I will add you to the leaderboard in just a moment. But first, let's read your message. You said, here's some cash for your bills. Hope this helps out. Even though it may not be much, longtime fan and happy 10 years. Thank you, Ratio. Nice message and positive contribution. Thank you. Let's get that up on the leaderboards. It's like I've said all along, every little bit helps. This isn't like, for example, some people are like, man, oh, what the hell just happened? Did you guys see that? Did it shrink? There we go. Yeah, the size of the text shrunk by accident. I must have accidentally shrunk it. There we go. It's better now. Over the years, for things like for example, when I opened my Patreon years ago, okay? Or when I first started taking cheer subs and tips here on the stream last year, some people were like, man, you know, I don't have a lot of money, so I can't really contribute. That's really not what it's about, all right? I want you guys to understand the reason that I'm still here after 10 years is because you guys have done so many things to support me. Watch the videos, watch the streams, spread the word. $1 here on Patreon, you know, a cheer here on Twitch. These things are very significant. They may seem small, but the fact is crowdfunding, right? A group of people who enjoy something and want to see it continue, all coming together, that's how it works. And that's why I'm still here, guys. Like, I'm so ecstatic. I'm so happy that this year there's going to be so many fun, great releases coming out. I cannot wait for the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection to share those, you know, the fun gameplay experiences with you. You know, this is my growing up. This is what I did. I was sitting in arcades playing these games, and now I'm going to get to share those experiences with you guys, a modern audience, right? If anything, I would hope that when I get to play a lot of these games, I inspire you guys to play them yourselves, you know? That's what it's all about. So don't think, oh, man, I can only cheer, you know, a minimum cheer. I can only, pledge $1 to Phil's Patreon. That's cool, man. Don't ever think, man, this is just a little bit, it can't really do much help. It helps. It always helps. It's not about the individual contribution. It's about the stuff adding up. You know, thousands of people over a 10-year period who've watched my stuff and love it and want to see me continue. That's how I'm successful, not because of, you know, the contribution of 1 or 2 people who went crazy. All right. All right. So, shout out to Reggers for a 35-bit cheer. Shout out to Aussie47 Adam for a 100-bit cheer. Thank you, guys. Or Knights did a 25-bit cheer. He says, would you agree that Backlash is the worst pay-per-view of 2018? Well, first of all, you guys might have no idea what he's talking about. He's referencing the WWE Backlash pay-per-view that took place over this last weekend. The bottom line is, guys, WWE, in a lot of ways, they sadly overstretched their bounds. And what I mean by that, all right, is sadly, they now, because they have WWE Network, they realize they don't care about pay-per-view buys or anything like that anymore, all right? They realize, oh, I don't have to rely on people going to their local cable provider and dumping $40, $50, $60. People will just subscribe to the WWE Network and just watch any of the content that's there because it's technically free as long as you're a subscriber. You know what I mean? And I get that. But at the same time, I think what WWE does not understand is the concept of oversaturation. So already in 1 week, you've got Monday Night Raw, you've got Tuesday Night SmackDown, you've got NXT, 205 Live, all right? And then if you actually watch the network, there's other shows like Superstars. There's basically like 5 to 6 basic wrestling shows a week that WWE puts out. Then, at least once a month, they put out what they call a pay-per-view event, even though it's not anymore. It's pretty much just on the WWE Network, all right? So that being said, what's ridiculous about this is in the last month, WWE has put out 3 of these events. First, it was WrestleMania, which is their biggest one. It's kind of like their Super Bowl or their World Series or their World Cup. It's their big event once a year that they put out, all right? Then on top of that, they did a special event over in the Middle East. All right, not Dubai. Where was it? I can't remember where the hell it was now. I'm having a brain fart, but it was in the Middle East, and it was their first ever like a big event in the Middle East, the Greatest Royal Rumble. Okay, then a week later they do another event called Backlash. So within 1 month, 3 different major events. There's only so much you can do, and only so much you can do to build up events. All right, within a short period of time. What happened is WWE completely oversaturated their product, all right? And it came down to the fact that they couldn't put out anything meaningful. When you have the same match 3 times, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura, within 3 weeks, there's only so much you can do with the match. And they had the same fucking match 3 times to the point where this last weekend, ended in a double low blow to the point where they hit each other in the nuts so much they couldn't get up to a 10 count, and it was a no contest. I mean, it was stupid as shit. And some people are saying that's the worst ending they've seen in years. Of course, but this is the problem. WWE does not understand the concept of oversaturation. In order to keep things fresh, don't do the thing that people want to see a million times. You know what I mean? Like, You've got to keep this stuff that people want to see. Yes, you have to give them what they want, but not every waking moment. Don't always do, oh, another pay-per-view event, another pay-per-view event. Then it's not special anymore, okay? And what happened here with Backlash, all right, was that sadly, so much had happened in a short period of time with these pay-per-view events, okay, that by the time Backlash came out, all the plot lines had been exhausted, and all these matches were throwaway matches no one cared about. So who cares about Roman Reigns against Samoa Joe? There's no title on the line. It's a throwaway match, and it doesn't matter who wins. So why would I care about this as the main event of the pay-per-view, right? Why do I care about Shinsuke versus AJ when it's the 47th time they fought, and every time they fight there's a bullshit ending? And that's the problem with WWE. So right now, yeah, Backlash was one of the worst pay-per-views in recent memory because none of it mattered. The wrestlers were tired after basically overworking themselves for a month. You know what I mean? Like, WWE just sometimes doesn't fucking think. Anyone with common sense could tell them this is stupid, but they're not. They're dumb. They do things their own way. They're very obstinate. They're very, very resistant to change and resistant to criticism. They think that no matter what they do, their shit doesn't stink. And so they're going to do what they want to do. Anyone could have told you 3 pay-per-view events in 1 month was a bad idea. They don't care. They don't listen. They do what they want. So Backlash stunk. But at least now, all right, we now have I believe it's about 6 weeks until the next event, Money in the Bank. So now finally they'll have some significant amount of time to take their time and build up another program for something that people want to fucking see. Because no one wanted to see Backlash. That's the bottom line. It was an event that no one cared about and it didn't need to exist. Cyber Elk resubscribed to the channel for the 5th month in a row. Thank you, Cyber Elk, for the resub. I will have to check. I'll have to check the sub total in just a minute here and see if we've gone up or not. He says, Phil, are you excited for Deadpool 2? I am. I saw the trailer for it last night, and it was a couple good laughs in the trailer. But I'm not going to be seeing it in theaters. I'll hold off, and I'll see it when it releases, probably on demand as usual, and go from there. But it looks like a good movie to me. I guess we'll find out. All right. So King Swaggins went absolutely nuts and did a ridiculous amount of small cheering. Also, Philodemancer did a 30-bit cheer and said, feels good, man, good vibe stream. Then Sedella also did a few cheers as well in between there. So, thank you to King Swaggins and Sedella. Then King Swaggins, after a bunch of small cheers, went absolutely nuts and did a 1,234-bit cheer to become the cheerleader for today's stream. So we're going to go ahead and update that right now. Thank you for that cheer, King Swaggins. And also, thank you to Cyber Elk, who tipped me $10. Thank you, Cyber Elk. You've surpassed Ratio now for the top tip of today's stream. So, very much appreciated. Thank you guys for your contributions. You know what? While I'm here, let's see if the subs changed at all. Rather than me, be behind here. Let's see here. We went down. Ha ha. We got a new sub and the subs went down. Well, it happens. All right, well, I'll be honest here. Let's update it. 438. Okay. All right, so again, guys, thank you very much for your contributions. If you cheer, sub, or tip, you get a shout out on the stream. Right now, we're pushing for 475 subs, so consider subbing. In addition, if you really want to help out the most you can, all right, please tip me. Tipping right now is the best way to contribute. It's going to help me in the next few days to afford my bills and avoid an overdraft on my bank account, which would really, 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 really suck at a time when I'm trying to get money to pay my taxes if I'm losing money because of that shit, okay? But thank you for that. And thank you all for your contributions. Much appreciated. And I guess that's it. I'm trying to think. I guess that's really it for today's pre-stream. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to talk about, and I don't think so. All right. So thank you guys very much for your support. Now let's end the pre-stream. Let's get set here, get ready for a hard difficulty run of Dead Space 2. And the rest is history. Let's get this started. All right. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. And I will see you, all right, in just a moment for Dead Space. All right. Great. Thanks.